Alright. I'll just go to my settings, make sure the audio is all good. And yeah, we should be alright. I have that on 0. I don't have music on mine anyway, so I'm gonna just turn all that down to 7. Usually that's good enough. Alright. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I'll be your host for tonight and hopefully for the rest of this season for Tier 1. I am your host, Days Freak. Welcome into the stream. Turn my phone volume down so I don't blast the stream with a bunch of echoing.
Ushered in a new set of regulations that saw us enter the turbo
Okay, we are in the lobby.
The biggest change being the engines, which were changed from 2.4 litre V8 engines to 1.6 litre turbocharged V6 power units. Along with this came integrated complex digital systems such as ERS.
So far it looks like we're going to have 17 out of 20 drivers, those being Tobbs Jugs, Mark Becker, Ched, Mento, Thunder, SRT, I don't know what else to call him, I'm just going to call him SRT, Ozzy, Lewis, Bolt, Legend, Zappy, Ratty, Furious, the first man out of the pits, McLaren of, I'm just going to call him Axe, and someone's going to have to tell me how to pronounce that, I got no clue. Beto Express, Soft Floppy, and Alibaba. Pitch is the Red Bull of Ched, followed closely by Soft Floppy. Oh, yeah, it looks like I will have a co-commentator for tonight. So, well, that is good news to hear. There's your invite to the game, my good sir.
Oh, there we go. Stream should be again. I'll join up.
Do a sound check, see if I can hear you.
Check.
You're all good.
Let's go.
Right on board here. The McLaren of Axe. Going towards the end of his lap. Out lap. Opens the DRS for the first time this lap out of the final corner across the line. He's going to start his lap. Top speed down the pit straight at 200 miles an hour and down to 4th gear for turn 1. Right, the exit curve here opens the DRS yet again. He's got a car, he's got to navigate. Stays out of the way though. Top speed up the hill is 199 miles an hour. Just down to 3rd gear with the turn 3 hairpin. Out of turn 3 now, opens up the DRS for the 3rd time this lap. Turn 4 now, 72 miles an hour minimum speed through there, 4th gear for the McLaren. By a little wide through the corner. This is valid though. 6 immediately followed by turn 7. Turn 8, I'm not sure. Take the curve through turn 9 and turn 10 out of the final corner. This is DRS one final time. It's a 104.3 for the first lap of the session.
Red Bull going to fall out shortly for the 103.9. What a lap.
Certainly is a lap. Next man across the line will be the Ferrari of soft floppy. He is on the intermediate, so I don't plan on seeing a very fast lap here. Oh, it's a 108.4.
Nearly crossed the time trial there.
I don't know what division you are, but I can certainly relate to that. Ratty puts a 7.7 on the inters.
Times may be quite fluctuate, not going to see them push too hard, just want to get a feel for the setup, so can't really use that as a test for pace. I mean, everyone else on Inters, nothing too exciting. Actually, no, Bob on the Alfa Romeo is just coming through the final sector on softs.
A Bolt across line with an 8.1.
Ooh, lucky you're not invalidated.
Certainly 104.3. Me too.
Very lucky you're not invalidated. I was right on the line coming out the corner.
I mean, I honestly thought he had already invalidated. Once you said it, I was like, oh, you hadn't.
Yeah. Traffic going on at turn 3.
Lewis Walker. Outline to 107.6. He's fastest out of the drivers that have opted for the inters for the qualifying session.
It's not a bad strategy either, because it's not a bad banker like either for the tier 1s, considering a lot of other drivers have also gone intermediate, so you can use it as a banker tyre as well. You get a good feel for the setup and they're able to keep a set of softs. So that should set them up nicely to have 2 sets of fresh tyres in Q3 if they go the distance. Go top strokes. And Legend's been disqualified.
I don't think he was even on track. That doesn't make any sense.
He was coming in the pit lane. I think he was just going really slowly into the pits, and it's given him a disqualification. Maybe he spun going in the pit lane, and it just gave him a disqualification. I don't know. But Beto on a lap, coming out of turn 4, just swinging it through turn 5, into turn 6 now. Purple middle sector is Rosa Beto.
Lyric Safe has joined the session.
It's a bit shaky though, goes on the gravel. I'm really keeping it smooth. Lucky to not invalidate there actually.
Ooh, or there.
Up the line, so 104.3, not a horrible lap, but wasn't the cleanest. Seaboy
Soft floppy's already coming back out.
Seaboy the McLaren has gone purple for the sector on mediums apparently.
We're going to check through the middle sectors. He's coming out of turn 4 now.
Nice corner speed.
45.2, that's definitely not purple.
Yeah, I think
it's off 3/10 of... He's off by 3/10 of Beto Express. So as of right now, it looks like he's going to put up a 104.6 or so.
That's very, very good for the medium tyre, which is
and it's a
104.7. 1
104.7
off the page.
Wow.
Soft lap. If he finds the time that he is supposed to gain, that's provisional pole 51 by 2/10. And then the next nearest car would be 6/10. Seaboy's got some serious pace on McLaren. What I've noticed is the lineup's completely different from McLaren. There's 2 different drivers to what we saw last week. Last week, the McLaren won, so I don't know.
44.7 for Mar Becker through the first 2 sectors. He's looking really quick here.
This is my go, Mar Becker. That's what he proved.
Mar Becker looking like he could be putting up a 104.0. Out of the final corner now, runs really wide, keeps it valid, opens up the DRS, and across the line, it's a 103.984.
But look at his battery, he's still got half a pack.
Oh!
He's taking
Oh!
with him.
Yeah, wow. Oh my god, he doesn't have any damage. I don't know how that's just happened in no damage. Who is he?
He was just coming out for a his tyres being ruined. Becker lucky did not get a penalty in the session, but I think out of the session he's definitely going to see a time penalty. Well, not a time penalty, but a grid penalty from this field. I mean, it's come accidental.
Yeah, he obviously didn't try to do that. That was just a freak accident. But unfortunately, that could cost Mark Becker.
Yeah, with some serious pace in the car as well. Only used half his battery in this 600th of provisional pole in Q1. He's going to really need to push that car through the next few sessions though. Make sure he does get provisional and pole position itself to make sure if he does get a grid penalty, it's not as bad. But if anything, I think it'll just be for weeks to come, maybe next race. I don't think he'll get a penalty for this race.
Aussie losing it really badly out of turn 4 there. Keeps it valid, but his lap's pretty much over. I think he knows that he's backed off completely now. Unfortunate for Ozzy, he was looking very fast up until then. George Ansel has joined the session and he will be taking over the Mercedes. Robin has tried to join the session but can't pick a car. Chad has just retired from the pits, of course.
Chad tired, so he's pretty confident with that lap, and I don't know, because there's a lot of cars yet to set soft laps. There's only 6 cars who have set a soft tire lap.
Yeah. Most of the midfielders, Mento, Lewis, Ratty, Bolt, Floppy, Tobbs Jugs, all put a lap on the Inters. There's a lot of drivers who have yet to be able to put up a lap at all.
Yeah, I mean, for poor Thunder, I mean, he's about to do a banker on mediums, but them tyres are absolutely cooked after his early incident from Arbecker. Struggled to recover the car.
The 105.2 that puts him up to P8.
Got a nice
Lewis Walker put up a 104.3. Whoa, almost got hit by a Ferrari coming out of the pit and a Red Bull on a lap. I don't know how he avoided them both, but good job by Lewis Walker to make sure he doesn't hit either one.
And if you look, there's a lot of traffic all over this turn 1 and turn 3 area, so Mercedes is off the track as well, getting out of the way of the traffic, but nearly got in the way of, I believe it was Thunder on his lap. Thunder was chasing the slipstream and nearly caught the Mercedes, turn 3.
Hobbs Jugs put his lap at 108.5 on the Inters. He's now on the mediums. How much time will the Red Bull find here as he's coming through the final 2 corners now? He's a little wide on exit, but keeps it valid. Opens up the DRS, and it's a 104.7. Improves by over 3.8 seconds. It's only P9 though. It's not guaranteed safety here. Got SRT coming into the pits now as he's run out of fuel. Over to Soft Floppy, he's putting up a lap right now. Got 2 cars in front of him though. One moves out of the way at the last second. Soft floppy right now, almost 2.5 seconds for the first two sectors.
And it could have been more. There was definitely some day, yeah, maybe slowed up a bit through turn 5. As I believe it was the aftermarch, probably got out of the way. Pretty decent apex. Runs a bit wide, doesn't catch any grass on the line. 144, P7.
P7 though is a pretty good spot right now. I'd say if you're in the top 6 and 7, you might be able to get to the next session without another
Especially
lap.
with the traffic. George Ansel, the clear track ahead. Welcome to the rear to big going through turn 4.
Yeah, this game is really finicky with the lockups this year. You gotta be careful with the brake bias and the braking itself. 44 sticks. It's really good here.
Yeah, super smooth through 7 and 8. I mean,
extremely wide, almost off the track completely, but he takes pole.
3-8. Great lap from George Ansel after starting last. That is his finder really, because that's his first lap. He's just come and joined the session late. Just got himself out there and just an absolutely blinding lap to take provisional pole. Is this just one session or the Q3 here now? You know if it's full qualifying.
Oh, Axeldy
goes
pole now.
300. Is this provisional pole for? I'm guessing this is just Q1, right? Because Chad retired. I think it's full qualifying.
It's
so
full qualifying, yes.
Yeah, so this is just P1, the Q1.
Let's say Bolt now across the line takes P4. It's a 103.965.
Yeah, you're definitely going to see cars from 17. I mean, Furious hasn't even set a lap yet, but cars from 17 definitely a chance to start a lap. But
honestly, I'd say at this point, if you're not in the top 5, you're in danger. Even Ali Bob, and he's in P6.
Yeah.
Harbacker could be in danger. Could be keyword there. Look at that, with 2.5 minutes left in the session, you're seeing about 6 or 7 engineers come out of their individual garages.
Hello to everyone here and welcome.
Not actually as many as I thought. I thought a lot more would be going out. Lewis Walker retires for P7.
Oh man, that could be a bold risk. It could cost him, certainly.
And Soft Floppy
P9.
These are some big
Okay, I don't
risks
think
from
Soft
these
Floppy's
cars,
going to be
I
making it.
don't know. I mean,
Mento right now, he's
right
with
though.
2
We've
tenths.
got 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, there are already 4 cars actually out there on outlaps.
I mean, even Ali Bob and P6 is out on the lap.
There are 6, but Soft Floppy, if he's P5, he still goes through.
Oh no! Oh! Mento's invalidated his lap. He's also invalidated this lap. He would have put up a 104.189. That would have put him P6. That would have been good enough to probably get to Q2.
I think they are 6. I don't think there actually are enough drivers to push them down. Because it's P16 where you go out, so there's only 3 cars going to be eliminated. I don't think...
Unless Robin can get qualified, loaded in.
There are only 2 cars that are going to guard here, because Legends already got disqualified. So to be fair, I don't think it's as big of a risk for them, because they're not going to drop down that many positions.
Perhaps not, but we're going to find out here in a few minutes. Moved over to Ratty in the Williams. He's up by 4 tenths through the first 2 sectors. As of right now, he's looking at a 104.3. That would put him up to P8. He's going to need that lap. How much more time can he find in these final few corners? He's out of the final corner now. Keeps it valid. Opens up the DRS and across the line. It's a 104.109. 6.5 tenths improvement from the Williams. It's P6. He relatively should be safe. Robin has finally loaded into the session, but it might be too late.
These larger tires were designed to reduce overheat.
Mento crosses line with just 14 seconds left in the session, so he will get one last chance at a lap. We move to the Alfa Romeo of Aussie. He's invalidated his current lap. Bolt has retired. He's in P4. He should be safe. The checker flag is just dropped. Ozzy's not going to get across the line in time. That is it. Ali Bob, don't think he improves. Zappy does improve. It's up to P7.
I mean, that's everyone else safe.
4-1.
I don't think they realised that Robin and Ozzy had lapsed speed.
Bob's Judge improves 4.5 tenths.
Oh,
and Beto's loses it.
Oh, Beto's lost it. Beto, sorry. But yeah, I mean, I just said he doesn't need to waste them tyres. I don't think he would have realised that he was safe, but them tyres
Mento comes through the final 2 corners now.
Here comes Mento next across the line in that McLaren. 104.
He finds half a tenth. It might be enough. It might not be.
Up there to P6.
Oh, SRT, can he cross the line and take? No! He doesn't improve his position.
SRT's
out.
And his teammate up in P6. That's a big gap between the two.
Oh, yeah, that is huge. So your 4 drivers leaving Q1, SRT, Ozzy, Robin not able to put up a lap, and Legend, who got disqualified early in the session.
Yeah, these next 2 sessions are going to be crazy. A second gap from first to 16th, and then from first to 15th, it's only 6 tenths.
He did improve by half a second, but it wasn't enough.
And 3 tenths off safe after gaining half a second.
Look at that. First to 16th is just over 9 tenths of a second.
And first
I mean,
to
I know you
15th,
said that, but
6 tenths. Yeah.
wow. That is
That's
insane.
mental. Top 5's a tenth and a half. So it's a big gap between the top 5 and then 6th to wherever, because it goes from a tenth and a half to nearly 3 tenths gap between 5th and 6th.
I mean, it just shows you how good these drivers are. Even the slower drivers in this division are still ridiculously fast.
Yeah, it just shows at this level as well, they've got to be so on the mark. Like, you see mistakes like that from Becker where he could be on for a pole position with the pace. But if the students like a grid penalty, he's dropping down so many positions. And the pace is that tight that he might not be able to get them back.
Lead commentator's mic is dying really crackly.
Over a quarter of which was won by Lewis Hamilton.
My
Commentator. Hold on.
Oh, we're gonna.
He's talking about me, definitely.
Alright.
It hasn't always been like that though. In the 1950s, the
As
average
cars come out for their first Q2 lap, we're gonna go for an ad break. We're gonna shout out the Haas goat himself, Jamie XX5566, the greatest driver in the history of GSRL. Thank you very much. Back to the action.
Alright. First man out of the pits, I believe, it might have been the Williams of Ratty. Also got a lot of other drivers out on outlaps, including Ched, Mento, Lewis, George, Axe, Soft Floppy, and Ali Bob. In the McLaren of Axe, you might want to give Ched a little bit of space. You don't want to get that dirty air in the middle and final sectors. I understand how valuable the toe is around here, but it doesn't help you if it ends up turning to dirty air. Move on to Axe as he's crossing the line now. What's here for turn 1, cuts the inside curve a little bit, keeps it valid though, opens up the DRS for the second straight here. Top speed of 199 miles an hour up the hill. Third gear for the McLaren. Opens the DRS third time this lap. Just 200 miles an hour. Fourth gear out of turn 4. Five through the first 2 sectors, and he's run wide and it's been validated. his lap. He's got enough ERS to do another lap right away.
Just behind him though, Ched also with the 44.5 in the middle sector. He hasn't invalidated. He's going to cut the line and he's going to set a great lap with a 103.7. That's a good first lap on Q2.
Wow. 104.5 for
Alex
Ali
7
Bob, more of a
8 tenths off it, sorry, and Boyd 1.2 off it.
He's on the medium, so
Walker
give him the benefit of the
Walker's
doubt
looks
there.
really wobbly. Walker struggling to get through the final two corners, and he sets a similar lap time to C Boyd and half spun through the final two corners. That's impressive. He must have been on for a serious lap, Walker, but unfortunately messes it up at the final two corners.
It is unfortunate.
Bolt goes past his first sector with a
Sloppy.
16.0.
Even slower, a 105.19.
Bolt, he set a pretty good first sector, but his turn 3 looked a bit wide. Into turn 4 he goes now. Clip the curb on the inside. Not going to be the greatest of laps from looks things. Doesn't look as smooth as you may have liked. Looking maybe about 3 tenths off the pace, but it's not bad. He could be on for a 104.0 here. 104.0 will put him P2 pretty comfortably if he keeps it clean through the final two sectors.
Oh,
he
no!
doesn't. Nearly hits
and he
the wall
almost
as well.
lost it.
Saves it.
Would have been a 104.4, that would have put him P3 ahead of Ali Bob by a tenth and a half.
Yeah, definitely lost a lot of time though through that final corner. I wouldn't quite say full tenths, but definitely would have been in that ballpark of second, third area.
On to Beto Express.
They're all on air laps, actually no one's on a lap yet. But oh, he begins his lap now actually.
The first sector for Beto Express. He's got a 16.2. Not a great run, I guess, out of that first corner. Down the hill to turn 4, top speed at 201 miles an hour. Might be running a little lower on the downforce than others. Third gear here for turn 4, rides the outside curb, gives him a little bit of instability in the rear. Fifth gear for turn 5. 45.7 through the first two sectors. Not running nearly as fast as you normally think from the driver.
I've seen some magnificent stuff from Beto Express though.
Certainly have.
I think
So 105.
for him that's definitely very underwhelming. I think he's
Definitely.
going to be
I'm thinking it might have been a banker.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to get through the session to be fair to them. I think because a lot of these times are slower than Q1, but then at the front with Ched, he seems to be going faster than Q1. So I don't know if that's the track speeding up and then everyone else just taking a bit easier through Q2.
Oh, it's certainly that. Ooh. Axe after putting up his lap runs a little wide out of turn 1 and rides that curb. Almost unsettled the car completely. It's a 103.9 though for the McLaren.
Pavjog looks about half a second off the pace through the middle sector. Bit of a wider line through the final corner. Up the line he goes. It's only a 104.6, but I say only, but it's P5 actually. I keep forgetting a lot of people have such slow laps. So they're up there in terms of positions, but the time's just well off. He's a second off Ched. And a 1 second gap we've seen was the difference of 15 positions in the last session. So definitely not where he wants to be at the minute. With 8 minutes left to go in this session, looks like Walker will be next to cross the line on the lap. He's going 3 tenths quicker through the first sector.
Thunder ran wide out of the final corner, setting up this hot lap here, and I thought he invalidated, but he'd already been invalidated. Oh no!
I'd suggest going for a lap. I mean, an on-board with Lewis Walker, the Aston. He's looking quick through the first sector, 3 tenths up, going through the middle sector now. Turn 4 looked good. Turn 5, very good. Gets that apex and exit speed lovely. 44.7, only just above 4 tenths up. Not the fastest first sector we've seen, in middle sector we've seen, sorry. But he's going to be in that range of the top 3 for sure, if he can keep it through these final 2 sectors.
Look at how wide he can go out of that final corner and keep it valid. That's nuts. So 104.128. Cruised by almost 8.5 tenths. It's P3 for the Aston Martin.
Took the championship. 3 of the 7 races.
Ratty up by over 2 tenths through the first 2 sectors. And the Williams doing these final 2 corners. Out of the final corner now, runs a little wide, keeps it valid, opens DRS. So 103.981, it's P3 now for the Williams. Over to Mark Becker. Opens the DRS the second time here. Making the climb up the hill. 16.01 through the first sector. We move to SA Bolt out of the final corner now and across the line. It's going to be a 103.919. It's P3 for the AlphaTauri driver. SA Bolt, I remember from last season. He was very, very good driver. Back over to Mark Becker out of turn 4. Catching up to the Williams of Ratty. I think he's going to be on an in-lap here. Hopefully doesn't hold him up here at all. He does not. He gets off to the side of the track. Becker runs a little wide through the first part of this double corner section of the track. Opens up the DRS and across the line now to 104.4. It's only P6. Not nearly as high as I would have thought. And we've still got 4 drivers who have yet to put up a lap. Those 4 being Thunder, Zappy, George Ansel, and Furious.
I'll take over. But I mean, there's not really much action going on at the minute. I think Sappy's just started a lap. I'm not sure if you will be able to see on the stream. Sets a 16.0 through first sector, shows purple on the telemetry. Pretty decent rotation through turn 3. Not a great exit, however. Turn 4 we go. Bolt happy with his lap in P3, so is Ched. Turn 4 run a bit wide, not the greatest of apexes. We're in turn 5 again, a bit wide. Looks shaky on the exit. 44.7. Few tenths off the pace. Furious joins back, should be able to set a lap time if he gets in quick enough. Around the final 2 corners we go. Zappy launches it through turn 9. He's at through turn 10, up to the line. What's it going to be? It's a 104.0, that's P5. 3 tenths from pole. I'm going to jump back to Seaboy behind him. He's going through the end of the middle sector now. Matches Zappy with a 44.7. Check behind. I think George Ansel was pretty similar himself. Here we go then, Seaboy through the final corner, up to the line. What's it going to be? 4-0 himself. He goes P6, slightly slower than Zappy by 100 exactly. George Ansel through the final corner, up to the line is the 3-7, 6,000 slower than Ched. That should see him comfortably through to Q3.
That'd be 14,000 of a second slower than Ched, but either way, it's on the front row for now.
I read it as he was on 39 and Ched was on 45, but
good. Okay. No worries. Alright.
Yeah, Tobes Strokes goes slightly quicker.
Sure who is it isn't safe here.
Yeah, a lot of cars rushing to get their air laps done. There's a lot of traffic through the middle sector. Cars going to have to be weaving in and out of cars to set the final laps. Maybe some people have gone out a bit too early. They're going to get stuck in this chaos through the middle sector. There's 5 cars are preparing to set up for a lap. I believe it's Beto Express leading the way. I'm going to jump on for an onboard with Beto.
Well, you watch Beto, I will watch Thunder here. He has yet to put up a lap, neither is Ditto Furious. I don't know what Furious, he's just ahead of Thunder.
Yeah, all 3 of these cars, Beto, Thunder, Furious, all bottoming it down. The turn 1, turn 3 straight.
Tom's Judge put up a lap, he's going 4-0. P8 for the Red Bull.
59, sorry, for Thunder. He's looking pretty mighty through that first sector. It's a massive train going on at the end of Q2.
Got Lewis Walker putting up a final lap too. Ali Bob across the line is just
44.9 for Beto. 45.0 for Thunder. Thunder going a bit slower than the 2 cars in front of him. What's Beto going to do then? Round the final corner now. Bit wide, doesn't invalidate. It's a 4-3 for Beto.
Not enough.
Fantastic lap. Furious goes
third. 103.8, it's P3.
Where's Thunder? Thunder's only top. Thunder is out of qualifying. Beto also out of qualifying. What's Mark going to do?
Soft
Red Bull in front of him. 3 tenths up.
It's P7. Mark Becker out of the final corner. He's invalidated. Oh, and then he's crashed. And he doesn't have any damage. Hold on, there's something wrong with that. Oh, he's still on track and he's just... Oh, boy.
Ali Bob then will be last to say his lap. Beat him in the pit.
Doesn't get through. He doesn't improve his time.
The 300s. What a close qualifying session. Absolutely fuming. What have the Haas done? What's Mark doing?
Geez, yeah, Haas is 14th
I'm
and 15th.
Right, hold on. I'm joining their voice call. I'm on words. I'll be back. Invite me back to the party. I'm on some stern words with the lads.
Alright. But that is your Q2 session done and dusted. The Haas's not doing a very good job there. Harry, not very pleased, is going to have a word with them. Your bottom 5, Lewis Walker, Ali Bob, Thunder, Beto Express, and Mar Becker. And just an unfortunate session for the Haas's. Alpine, Alfa Romeo, Aston also lose a driver. Your top 10, Tops Jugs, Mento, Zappy, Soft Floppy, Ratty, Bolt, Axe, Furious, George Ansel, and Ched. Turn it down some more? You want me to? I mean, I can turn the volume down if you need me to. I figured the volume was fine. I know, although last game the volume at 7 was good. I guess this game you gotta turn it down lower. Can't. I saw a timer and I was like, hold on a second, what's going on?
1997. Giuseppe Farina, who was driving for Alfa Romeo, took the championship after winning 3 of the 7 races held that season. Juan Manuel Fangio also took 3 victories, but lost out points after having retired from the other 3 races he entered. Present since the very start of the sport, Ferrari takes the #1 spot for the most constructor records in F1. It's the team with the most world championships won, most Grand Prix wins, most pole positions, and most race entries.
Okay, well. First man out of the pits is the McLaren of Axe, followed by Ched and the Williams of Ratty. So now we are in Q3. Who do you suspect will be on pole? Okay, well, there's your pole position prediction. Actually start the first hot lap of the Q3 here. 4th gear for the McLaren, 97 miles an hour minimum speed through the first corner. Opens up the DRS, up the hill now. Through the first sector, it's going to be a 16.071. 3rd gear through the hairpin, 48 miles an hour minimum speed. Top speed down the straight, 200 miles an hour, 72 miles an hour minimum there. Yellow's in sector 3. It's for a slow-moving Ferrari, trying to set himself up for the best possible start to his lap. Ooh, we got a yellow in sector 2. Reasonable enough. Oh, and Axe is invalidated. Across the line, though, it would have been a 103.8. That would have been an absolutely stonking lap. Oh, boy. Out of the final corner now. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. Yes. Probably gonna be the fastest lap of the entire weekend. 104.0. Oh! Furious! Oh, Ratty with a 104.1. Holding across the line, he's gonna start his first lap, excuse me. Soft Floppy with a 3.9. Got the Aston Martin of Zappy right behind him, though. 44.8 for Zappy. Oh, he's got to get out of the way. This could be a huge penalty for the Red Bull. That's gonna be a huge penalty for Top Jugs. Yeah, nothing new from Bull. He's always putting up good laps. Maybe they're just expressing. It might be Zappy expressing his displeasure. Oh boy, they both had to get out of the way of Mento. I didn't even realize Mento was on another lap. He's improved by about 300ths in the first two sectors. If he keeps that up, he'll at least get another position. Out of the final corner now, runs excruciatingly wide, keeps it valid. And it's... wow. He found about a half a tenth in that final sector. Yeah, he's almost out of fuel. Is he going to be able to cross the line with fuel still in the tank? $16-0. And Mento, if he had found another 0.04 of a second, he would have had P3. Oh. $45-1 for Tops Jugs. $45-1. So 104.6. 103.6. Wow. Less than that even. It's 33 thousandths to be exact between the top three. And he's just over 0.2 ahead of P4. That's how fast this top three is. No, he hasn't even put up a valid lap. This guy's about to put in an absolutely monster lap here, isn't he? Got cautions in Sector 2. It's for Tops Jugs. He's out of fuel. We've got Ched coming out of the pits. No, it's got to be at least a minute or two. 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Okay. Ooh, really wide there. You might pick up some gravel. The only man out on track right now after those two came in. He's going to catch that Mercedes. Maybe, no, they go way off. They just stay way off the track. Ched's lost almost a tenth. Oh no. Oh yeah, he's backed out. Burning more fuel now. Gotta hope that his car gives him a go. It doesn't. It might be Furious. No, it's not Furious. It's his teammate. It's Bolt. Gotta hope Floppy gets out of the way. Floppy does get out of the way. He's way off to the side. Might have been a distraction for him. I don't know. No, definitely not. He's up by over a tenth. Just gotta finish the lap now. Oh! Ooh. No, it might not be. No, he doesn't. He gained time in the final sector, too. It would have been a 103.4 without a doubt, without that house. Everyone now is on a hot lap. Who do we even watch? Axe didn't gain time. He lost a tenth. There's only 20 seconds left. He doesn't have enough time to do another lap. No.
Due to wet weather conditions on lap 3. Max Verstappen became the youngest.
No, he lost 1/100th. The checkered flag's waving. Off Floppy. Improves by 2/10. It's P5. No, and it would have been good. It would have been good enough for P2. Oh no! Yes, it would have been P2 for Bolt. Shed.
F1's distinctive sound for decades is in part due to the high revving engines. F1
I think a lot of them you got to remember did invalidate. Bolt invalidated, and he had a 103.63. It would have been P2 by 200ths over Furious. Tobbs Jugs invalidated as well, and I'm pretty sure he was improving. Ratty had invalidated, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. It also shows how good of a lap Ched put up. I mean, that was just incredible. Oh boy, I've got a big storm coming my way.
36 laps of tier 1 racing.
You might want to put...
15 cars with 6 minutes.
Yeah, no kidding. Dude, you might want to put Ched in tier 0 because this guy is ridiculous around here. I mean, being a 10th ahead of P2, that is nuts. And even if both Bolt and George had put up a valid lap, he'd still be nearly a 10th ahead of P2. That is disgusting. Yes, that is facts. That is quite honestly the most truthful statement I've heard all weekend. Oh boy. And they're not? Man, this is so annoying. Alright, so from back to front, we've got EXA Fox on the softs in the Williams, Legend on the medium, hards for Robin, mediums for both Aussie and SRT, hards for Marbecker, mediums for Beto, both of the Haas drivers. The other Alpine of Thunder on the hards, Ali Bob on the medium, Lewis Walker on the hards. Mediums for George Ansel, Todd's Jugs, Ratty, Bolt, Zappy, Soft Floppy, the McLarens of Mento and Axe, hards for Furious, and mediums for your pole sitter for tonight's race, the Austrian Grand Prix, Chet. Oh no, George gets a disqualification for misalignment on the grid. So does Bolt. Not going to be the way those two wanted to start this race. Marbecker doing some interesting things. Aussie and Legend both also get disqualified.
Let's hope we see a good effort.
Oh no, oh dude.
The last time the constructor won a world championship was in 1998. Ferrari are the only team to have raced.
Certainly does. Look at that, no one even near him here. I figured it would be, but it's on for some reason. Alright, well, in the event of a lobby restart, I think I'm going to have to end the stream for a moment. May just get confirmation of that from Josh. Check where Marbecker is in the meantime. Look at that. Yeah, I could tell he was driving. Nope, he's gonna drive. What? Oh my god. It's severe collision? Yeah, this has got to get restarted. Come on.
A typical road car won't exceed around 6,000 RPM. For 2022, the FIA announced that cars would now be rolling on 18-inch wheels, far larger than the 13-inch wheels used prior. These larger tyres were designed to reduce overheating, improve grip, and provide more aggressive racing. I'm not superstitious, but in the long and fruitful history of F1, no one with the surname Hill has ever failed in winning a world title. For example, Graham
Yeah, there
Hill
needs to
came
be a
in
race restart. If they just kick out Mar, it's not going to do anything. It's going to disqualify all 4 of the drivers that got a disqualification on the formation lap too.
2019 Chinese GP was F1's 1000th official championship race. Continue 24 races a
I
year.
want to make sure everyone knows that we're leaving. Let me check that, because I swear it's got to be off. Like, we saw 3 or 4 drivers hit walls and none of them got damaged. So like,
Yeah, we should probably say that. I think
car damage is off, guys. Yeah, the lobby needs restarted completely. And I am going to end the stream so they can get the grid order.